Let's get right to it. Got a lot to talk about. Hope everyone slept well. Moving forward, I think it should be a good practice to measure yourself and some of your choices and decision making with a 5-year, 10-year, 25-year map. That was something I was never taught young growing up, but I think it's something that at a young age you should know. How's this decision going to affect me in 3 or 5 years? How's this decision going to affect me in 5 to 10 years? As you're peeling back that onion to identify who you are, that process of self-identification, you'll see certain areas to where you can apply those time frames in that map time to better position yourself and your family. I know that's a process that I've become aware of, that I've had to apply to my life is, I'm making these short-term changes. I'm making these changes for my better health and to be more sound-minded and to be more involved in my family. If I were to continue to do these little small victories and small wins, how many wins can I apply in a 5-year span? What does that look like? What do those wins look like over a 5-year span? I think in life, and generally, I think that it's real easy to become conditioned. It's real easy to fall into distraction with television, electronics, work, school, sports if you're a student athlete. It's real easy to become conditioned in ways of thinking. Next thing you know, you're no longer looking outside the box. But that's what we need now more than ever, is for people to step into another dimension of their brain and their mind. And it takes a boss to be able to look at ways on how to do that. But nonetheless, that process of self-identification is one of them. What you're willing to do is look back at some of the things that you've done. You got a throw out closet, and then you have you have a throw out box, and then you have a keep box. All that stuff you've done in your life that you no longer want to do, you want to move forward from, you put that in your throw out box. Obviously, you're going to keep the things you want to keep. The deeper you grow as a person, you will find and try to apply that to your nation. Every nation has a closet that needs to be organized. If you really look at it, it's a normal process. Businesses do it when they need to trim fat. They look at the lower producing workers, boom, they gone. It would be insanity to not look at ways to improve. And that's basically all you're doing. That's all that I've done, is look at ways to improve and have a throw out box and a keep box. Right now, if you apply that time map, 25 years, and you apply that to the look of the United States, we need to start creating a throw out box and a keep box. Do we want to remain great? Check. Alright, so underneath that, what do we need to do? Me personally, I believe that I need to look within myself. I need to look and see what value I add. I need to look and see that I am life. I need to acknowledge that no matter what I've done, it's about moving forward, baby. Boom, check. What's next? My family, what we looking like? Man, we happy, we having a good time. We out in public inspiring people. We out in public minding our own business. We out in public enjoying life because we are life. Boom, check. What's next? My culture, my nation. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down there, youngster. Get back here. Pull your pants up. I ain't no Uncle Tom. I ain't no sellout. I know what time it is, though. And I'm speaking on my behalf, on behalf of my nation, from my perspective as a black man in America. I think that we got some work to do. And I spoke on this before, but you can tell it's a build up to that because there's steps and things are being done already worked into that direction that people don't even know about. "25 years from now looks murky. It's going to take a lot of bosses to really put our dominance stamp back on the world map. Right now, we're a little suspect in terms of the trend. If you do research and you allow yourself to be activated and do some research, you'll see the trend that we're on right now, and it's murky. It's a bad look. There's so many different variables you have to apply to the equation. Incarceration, drug addiction, homelessness, the 2008 crises, unemployment, job training, debt. The baby boomers didn't see obstacles like this, you guys. Baby boomers didn't face obstacles like climate change, you guys. It's time to wake up, people. Enough to complain that I've got some solutions. Be involved, guys. Be courageous enough to make comments if that's what you feel like you would like to do. Man, that feedback is amazing. I appreciate it. But be engaged in the conversation. If there's something we need to talk about, comment maybe on Facebook or on here. Somehow, whatever platform you're listening to, shoot me a message and let's get on topic and stay on topic with your involvement. But shouts out to my boy Rayvon Stevenson. He and we're gonna work together again. I'll be releasing an interview that he and I did this week. It was my first interview, so it was rocky. That was a little bit of a distraction, so you guys excuse me once you hear that, but stay tuned to that. I'll probably have that finished tomorrow. But it's a trend that we're addressing and we're talking about. I think we'll do another live conversation this Friday. If you guys want to stay tuned to that, Rayvon and I. We've noticed that we ran into a little bit of a stalemate. For whatever reason, there's a there's a great majority in the minority community that believe. Let's rephrase that. There's a good majority of black people and black communities that are confused to what's really going on. I'm actually going to step away from that, and that'll be a topic in the Culture Nation section. I'm not going to touch on that right now because there's a lot to talk about in that regard. I'll be releasing solutions and ideas for maybe a possible treaty between gangs and nations, a 3-year, 6-month treaty. We'll have no hate zones. We'll have 1 month opposite set. We'll call it the op meeting, one time a month, and they'll talk about mutual business agendas that they can work on, whatever areas of avenues, neighborhoods they want to invest in. That's one possible solution. Now, to speak on the solutions, once you apply that inner awareness and self-reflection of growth and rebuild, solutions are obviously things you want to apply. But when the nation solution, there's a lot of different minds out there. I spoke on yesterday. Some people only deserve a half a vote when speaking on the term of Black American. But nonetheless, I believe that this issue is gonna take some people with not so soft skin. You have to have tough skin when we're talking this week. You got to be able to really look within. So this second week is challenging to you. The shit you don't like about you, are you able to look at? The shit that you don't like about you, are you able to change? Is it worth even looking at? Are you Gucci? How in control are you? How much of a boss are you? I'm out.